Hello folks, hope you're doing well. I had a good walk. Yeah, I went to this place. Spiny Ruins, yes. I had a good walk there today. Yeah. Spent some time with God, just speaking to him about, everything really, especially about today. About why I'm not a church, and about the fact that just about the fact that when I'm at church constantly it's that thing that says you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready. And the problem is, I know that probably isn't from God, but the problem is, it's true. It's true. That because when I go to a church and I see where they are, it's a constant reminder. As I've said this before, it's a constant reminder that I'm just not ready, and I'm just not in a position where I can help them. And the problem is, because I want to say something that's going to break through the wall. Yeah, whatever. And God's basically just helping me to realise that maybe if they're not ready for that, and if I'm not ready for that, then maybe God doesn't want me to do that right now. Okay, that's great. But then the problem comes, I said to Father, okay, but then why am I there? Yeah. I can't say that what they're doing is good, and I walk away from there constantly with, you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready, you're not ready. And it's like, what? I understand. I'm supposed to be giving my cares and my worries and all that to you. But how? Because every time I go there, I get that. And basically, Father said, then every time, give it to me. So, yeah. It makes sense. But how? Yeah. That's the point really. So I said to Father, okay, I need you to please lead me and guide me today. I need to learn to be led and guided. I mean, that's what I said about this. Giving everything completely to him. Why? Because I can't say that people in the church are wrong for spewing out stuff that they want to say if I'm going to do the same fucking thing. Really. So if I'm in one of these places and I want to say something to help, I'm trying to think, okay, what can help? Then I'm doing the same bloody thing. So it's, no, I'm going to be led, I'm going to be guided, I'm going to be, just guided by God, because, well, that's the point. If I knew someone else was in that situation, if someone else is being honest about it and said, I'm going through the same thing, this is how I deal with it, then when I go to church, what I see is horrendous. And I've got to try and deal with that, and I've got to give all that to God, and, just focus on being a blessing and being, I try to do that, but it gets bloody difficult. It really does. It gets really difficult. If I knew someone was doing that, I could say, okay, I can learn from that person. I can say, okay, good. When I'm struggling, I can call you and you can help me. I don't know anyone who's doing that. There are other people who are doing it, but they just haven't been honest about it, or I just don't know them. So it's like, So that was basically what I was saying to God on that walk, and just saying, please would you lead me and speak to me about this, and help me to understand as best as I possibly can in the situation that I'm in. Well, because in the past I've sort of wandered away from church. Every time it's got like this, I've just gone. I just wandered away from it. I've just said, okay, I don't need it. I don't need to see this. Yeah, when I'm not in a position to do anything about it, it's horrible. It's not good. Yeah, when I say it's horrendous, that's not an overstatement of fact. It really isn't. Yeah, when you've had a dream that talks about, God's people being drawn away from Him to their deaths, and then you go in church and you see this, it's like, whoa. Yeah, these people are very much in danger of that. Very much in danger of that. But I can't do anything to stop it. I'm still in that situation that I was 20 years ago. Trying to push the bit of metal back up to stop the creatures going through and falling to their deaths. And I can't. I'm still crying out to God, and God's still saying, it ain't your time. Yeah, the problem is, Father, you're wanting me to sit here and watch this. It's like a horror show. So how am I supposed to do this, Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, giving all of that to Him, very important. So really, as soon as I get out of the church or even in it, just give it all to Him, I suppose. If I can learn to give it to Him immediately, that'd be good. But that's the point. I mean, for goodness sake, Father taught me how to stand, and that when you focus on the reality, that looks bad and it makes you fall. Yeah, I know that. But I keep on falling when I'm in church. That's the problem. I keep on falling. So I've got to learn, okay, do what I did during the bloody stand. I think to a certain degree I probably have all the tools available to me. Yeah. I just need to focus on them and use them. Yeah, be taught by Father how to use them in this situation, because this is different. Yeah. It is different because it's worse. I mean, during that stand, whenever I saw Mrs. B or had any interaction with Mrs. B at all, it got really bad. And whenever I thought of where she was or looked on the church Facebook and saw her up there being prayed for by the pastor for children's ministry or something like that, it was bad, really bad. But that was rare. That was few and far between. It didn't happen that bloody often. So I didn't fall that often. Here, it's... well... Yeah, last week, Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. Yeah. 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 Okay. Well, as I say, I mean, God has given me the tools. I just need to, be led and guided as to how to deal with this. That's the thing, really, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, and be led and guided in all things, really, because, again, be led and guided as to what to say. Because it's pretty obvious, really. If I try and say something, that's going to basically knock the rose-tinted goggles off, and God isn't willing for that to happen right now, then that's going to fall completely flat, isn't it? That's not going to be received in any way, shape or form. So, can't do that. So, okay, Father, what can I do? What can I say right now? What is it they need to hear right now? Because I have no idea. If you want me to say something that's going to break through, again, what exactly is going to break through? I have no idea. If you want me to say something that isn't going to break through, but it's going to be mildly challenging, then okay. or something's going to be a blessing, because I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, because in my mind it's about breaking through, but maybe in God's mind it's about me proving character. You know, it's about me proving that I just want to bless the people, and you know, I have no idea. I don't know. You know, and so yeah, that's where I am today. So yeah, so I'm speaking to God on this walk today. I didn't go into the castle because, well, called the castle, the palace, the ruins. I didn't go into that because they got someone there today and they're charging for it. So I'm not going to pay money to walk through one little bit where I can walk through all this bit and not have to pay. So I just walked down this path and walked back again. That worked. Come across a man with dog, Labrador, called Toby. Spent a while talking to him and talking to his dog, and got kisses from Toby. So that's cool. Yeah. Just sharing a few tips with the bloke, because the bloke was saying that the dog Toby pulls a lot. So I was just talking to him about a few things that I picked up as to what might help with that. Turns out the bloke is 71 and Toby's only 11 months. So I said, well, you've got to stay alive now, because you know, you've now got a reason to live with this little Toby. I said, you've got to stay alive until he goes. I said, you've got many, many years to go yet. So yeah. Well, I said, well, if the Queen can get to 96 and doing all the stuff she had to do and take care of all the stuff she had to take care of, I said, you should be fine, because you got years to go. So yeah. So that's cool. Yeah, that's good. I mean, I did sort of say afterwards to Father, you know, I'm sorry we didn't talk about this conversation, didn't come around to you this time. And Father just said, no worries. Conversation won't always come around to that. You won't always be able to speak about me with people. But yeah, always try and lead people, yeah, and be a blessing to them. You know, say things that are gonna help them to have a better day, or you know, for them to, you know, enjoy that time you spent with them. That's most important. Okay, right, yeah, that's cool. Again, it takes pressure off, doesn't it? That's the point. Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. But that's the point. I've got to get the pressure off. And that is the thing. I've got to get the pressure off, because really I'm not built for it in any way, shape or form. Well, as I say, I can't see the bigger picture. Yeshua, when he was walking as a human, he saw the bigger picture. He knew exactly what was going to happen, and he knew how it was going to happen. He knew the bigger picture. I don't. I can't see any of that. So, yeah. I need to learn how to get the pressure off. Because, as I say, is that pressure coming from God? No, it isn't. Yeah. It's coming from me. And so, yeah, that's the thing now, is to learn how to get that pressure off. So, yeah. Well, because when I was talking about, you know, doing those couple of days or whatever, however amount of time it's going to be, of God being in complete control, giving that complete control to Father. That's what that is all about. That it's all about being led, being guided. It's all about, you know, understanding that. Do I have the tools to deal with all the stuff? No, but He does. Yeah, can I know what needs to be said? No, but He knows. And so, in all, it is about, okay, if I can be led and guided, if I can do that for however many days, and no disaster happens, well, I know that in other situations, I'm going to know how to be led and guided. I'm going to know that I can trust God to be completely led and guided by Him in those situations, that I do not need to worry about it in any way, shape or form. I mean, I'm in a situation where I don't have anything to fear now, but worry is a different matter. Yeah. That all needs to be given to God. And I need to get to that point of realising I don't need to worry about any of that stuff at all. I just need to give it to him and trust in him that, he sees the bigger picture. He knows exactly what needs to happen. I don't. And so, that is about doing what I need to do, not only so I cope with this sort of stuff, but also so that I can be whoever God wants me to be in whatever situation I'm in. Because that's what matters, really. As I say, I can't say to other people they've got to take it seriously if I'm not willing to do so. But there's a point of taking it too seriously. So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.